9, 10. Okay, that's good enough to start. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, aka simply just me and the other two Irishmen with me. It's the official horse racing podcast, episode 3. That's right, you didn't have to wait a whole month for the next episode. It's happening here, it's happening now. And with me is, as always, it's Potato Boy and our new
Hello.
third co host, it's Johnny Drop Toehold.
Hey, what's up?
And while I
I'd
figure
like
out
to.
volume controls, you guys go ahead and talk stuff.
So, uh, I am the new member. My name is Johnny Chop Toehold, and I came up with a classic nickname for myself. I decided to call myself the self-proclaimed and master of the drop toehold,
He's
the ultimate
also
heel.
soon to be Mr. Cash Money.
Oh, don't start now, please. We're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
The world
So-
needs to know.
No,
Mr. Cash Money. Cash me outside.
I will never recognize myself as that. I will be calling
Oh,
myself Mr. Money in the Bank.
Okay.
No, he'll be.
Okay. I think the volume's all good, even out. No
No,
one
you.
should be able to talk over each other. No one should be extremely loud, because last time Mr. Potato Boy was talking louder than me, though I could have
Yeah.
just been tired, but yeah.
No, because I talked through my phone because my internet was very bad.
Yeah, that's also it. So,
Yeah.
what were we supposed to talk about? Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about like 2K20, I believe. That was the plan for WWE 2K20. That was the plan for this episode, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
I think so. We were going to talk about how awful it's been, and I'm just
Oh, yeah.
I'm on the Steam store page. All reviews are mostly negative, with recent reviews, 120 of them being mixed, and all I can say is, wow. When I thought like people were saying negative things about it, I thought it would be like, oh haha, it does the funny glitchy thing. Guy goes into spaghetti mode, woohoo! And then I played the game, and I've been disappointed beyond belief.
Hmm. Like I didn't buy the game, and I don't have the game, and I'm glad I don't have the game because when I first heard, like, when you go all the way back to the very start and you hear of like, oh, that THQ at the time they left, and then 2K came in, and then 2K was some other crowd of them left too. I think it was THQ, or I can forget
Ukes
again.
or something.
Mukes, yeah, something like that. But they left, and it was just like, it was like, okay, there's a gaping hole here. We need to fill it. So they were like, hey, let's just get this crowd in here and see how they go. And yeah, it just plummeted from there. So I was even like telling people like, do not buy this game. I beg you, do not buy this game. It's crap.
You know,
See.
when people told me that 2K20 was crap, as I said before, I always assumed it was like the whole funny haha man goes into spaghetti type thing. That was kind of the big sell for me, like haha funny moments type deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like myself, I wanted to get a new WWE 2K game because the last one I bought was I got in 2K15 on the PS3.
I got 2K18, and
Well,
it's
aren't
sort
you,
of.
Brett?
Well, thank you. I'm not sure how to feel about having 2K18 and 2K20 for my Xbox One. One of them
Well,
has a garbage My Career mode, and the other one has a garbage My Story mode.
I tell you,
Well, actually, I'm a bit too harsh on the 2K20 My Career mode. The story was fine. People complain about not getting into it with Trey, but I feel like the whole problem is that they made too serious of they made like a comedic guy and the straight woman with like Red and Trey, when it really should have just been like, oh, do you want to be the woman superstar for your My Career or the male
Yeah.
superstar, so
mm,
that you could like build it
Yeah.
however you want. But now I got like this serious fat clown lady with a messed up face taking things seriously, fighting for the Divas champion. I'm gonna beat up
Damn.
Ronda Rousey.
For like the 50th time.
Meanwhile, my edgy
Holly Holmes
Trudgemank
wants to
boy,
stick back, please.
my edgy Trudgemank boy is jobbing to friggin' everyone, winning matches by flukes.
Yeah.
And the end of it all is just like, hey, you're retired. You can't play anymore. All I got left are friggin' towers.
But I do know, like, I will say this. I think it's actually great that they actually have a female superstar now that you can pick. You know, because like from previous games that I've
Respect
played, like,
women.
Yeah, you gotta respect Whammon.
Gotta respect
Out of all
Whammon.
the things in 2K20 My Career Mode, Samoa Joe taught me to respect Whammon. But,
Yeah.
but the problem with the
Chad,
whole career mode and the Whammon is because they tried to intermingle both instead of developing one or the other, or like separately.
Like
They made them
did-
together when they should be separate.
Yeah, like another thing for me, other than the glitches that put me off getting it, was one thing I just still can't get over is the fact that they changed how you do reversal, and instead of it being like R2 on a PlayStation controller, it's like, isn't it like triangle and something else, or it's like two awkward ass buttons?
No. I think I remember now. In 2K18, the finisher was Y, and the reversal was like, or triangle, whatever have you. I have an Xbox One and an Xbox controller. I have an Xbox controller in my hand.
PlayStation,
And
it was
like,
always
as you said before, the reversals was like R2 or right trigger. And in 2K20, the reversal is Y, but the finishers and signatures is like, you have to press YB or triangle circle at the same time.
Oh my god,
I actually have a PS3, PS4, and I have WWE 2K18, and I can actually say that I believe that the finisher, this is off by hand. I think it's a triangle. I think
might
not
be.
triangle. I think it's R1. I think it's R1.
I remember like 2K14 on PS3. It was like triangle. It was like really simple.
Yeah,
and if you wanted to lift them up, you just pressed L1.
Listen,
that was all.
The last WWE game I had before 2K18 was WWE 12 on the Wii, and let me tell you.
Oh wow!
For you telling me this.
And let me tell you,
it was definitely time for an upgrade. That's definitely for sure.
Hey, when you have like a Wii for like a majority of the past half a decade, I didn't get this Xbox One until like what, 2 years ago, a year ago.
Like while everyone else is playing their Fortnite or their 2K18s and 2K17s, you've Ice over here in his room on his Wii playing WWE 12.
I mean, I don't know. Like, is that better than playing like Mario Kart? I know. I'll
Mario
take that.
Kart.
Mario Kart was a very good game.
Mario Kart was great, along with the new Super Mario Bros. Game, especially when you had like friends or family. It'd be chaotic and nothing would be accomplished, but it would be like good old family fun, stealing money from the Monopoly man kind of thing.
Oh, there was that one game when I was younger, and myself and my neighbors used to play. I think it was at Wii Party, and it was like in Ireland we have a game show called Winning Streak, and it was kind of like that affiliation of Winning Streak, where it's just like, hey, you get to pretend you win prizes and you win money, and then you kind of pretend like you're after winning a fortune, and then you look back on a Monday morning, you go, oh,
Fortune 4.
Fortune 4.
Fortune 4.
I'm disappointed at the fact that Fortune is a bunch of jobbers in Monkey Wrestling.
Yes. My god, I was laughing so hard. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what?
I mean, I just feel really bad for them. They just can't. You expected too much of them. What were you expecting?
Hey, on the build up to Horsemeds Inc., they were looking strong. Okay, you cannot stop that.
Then they fell down the stairs.
Yeah, and then
it actually reminds me of an actual Fortune 4 faction. Like they had so much hype, and then over the years they just plummeted.
Became a meme.
Nope, I did something wrong. Nope, no. I don't think I want that.
Then they feuded. They've entered into a feud with New Legacy Inc., particularly Johnny.
Oh yes, especially the overdrive.
Yes, remove Discord.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Fortune 4.
Okay, well, what do I want? Is it?
So wait, who was in Fortune?
Who was in Fortune 4?
Look at that. Oh, you
Hey, it's Storm.
Player, Styles, Storm, Rude, Kazarian, Matt Morgan, Douglas Williams, Rob Terry, and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
Wait,
It only
Desmond
lasted
Wolf was
for
in
a
it
bit.
in Fortune.
Ric
Damn,
Flair was the leader.
I believe Desmond Wolf was in Fortune, wasn't he?
Well,
He was, yeah.
I got my Fortune roster from Wikipedia, and it was like Robert Roode, James Storm, AJ Styles, and Desmond Wolf. I myself don't watch TNA, mostly because I haven't had cable since 2016, 2017. And not
Yeah.
only that, I was when I did have cable, I would just like watch Law and Order SVU because
Dun, dun.
Wait, no. Mostly because
Actually,
high school stuff. I hadn't had my computer yet, and
yeah.
the only thing to watch was like YouTube. But I only had like
Hey.
an iPod Touch, and between
Actually,
you and me, that iPod Touch
but-
has seen some pornography
Oh, wait, it wasn't
in
like-
its business.
But actually, funny you should bring up Law and Order SVU. We need to speak about a crime here, about how you stole Bruno Mania from us.
Hey,
Oh, yes.
I made Bruno Mania the
Hey.
thing, and I'm gonna
Hold on
use
now.
it.
Hold on now.
Hey.
You, first things first here, okay? You did not make Bruno Mania. Let's just clear that up.
I made
Number
the mat
two-
for Bruno Mania.
That's fair enough. But you said you made Bruno Mania. You made a mat for Bruno Mania, but you didn't
You-
make Bruno Mania.
I'm on my third Bruno Mania. You're on your first. Who's the originators? Us two. Well, we got it from another thing, but we inherited it. in a
What is
sense.
the origin for Bruno Mania? Okay.
Okay. So basically, it's basically our WrestleMania. So, what you call it? Diggles Jarl here. He does his what you call it, or Potato Boy, I should say. Potato Boy here. He has his promo, and he was looking for me
Promotion.
he does his not promo. He's a wrestling organization, and he was like, he was coming up to me. He's like, okay, what should we do for like a big WrestleMania? And I was thinking, and a
Super
friend of
Duper
mine
Slam.
who was he was in
No.
huh?
No, he said Super Duper Slam. We don't speak about that here yet.
Yes, not yet. Coming soon. Few
Coming
days time.
soon.
But but yeah, so basically, long story short, a friend of ours, I should say, he was in a chipper or a fast food restaurant, and he put up on Snapchat and he called it Bruno Mania. So basically, I was like, you know what? That's the perfect.
Yeah.
And he was instantly, we fell in love with it, and we're in our third Bruno Mania, which is coming,
they're
soon.
in the takeaway place, and they're just doing F5s and stuff to each other.
Yeah,
It was hilarious.
it was beautiful. It was
So
like, you know what? I don't like. People might look at that as like, oh, it's mocking. I was like, you know what? I don't care. If people want to burst out F5s, let them off.
So the origin is simply it was a bunch of drunk people wrestling inside a fast
Yeah.
food restaurant.
They were drunk on chips.
Yeah. So are you happy now?
Yes.
But no, Super Duper Slam, if you ask me, is a terrible name for a pay per view.
Wow.
Oh, you can go to heck.
Yeah, you zebra.
Oh, you're going there? You're going there. Well, I
He's
really can't.
shooting live on
I-
YouTube, brother.
I can't go any harder than calling you a potato boy. Than that.
Hey.
There. That's
Yeah,
the best I can do with the screen.
You know what?
Actually,
You know
I
what?
wish I could crop this out.
You know what? I'm going to say the N word live.
No, you don't. You're not gonna.
No. There,
Oh,
I
he's
said it.
gonna drop. He's gonna drop an M bomb.
No. There, I said it.
Okay.
What are you expecting?
You got me there. I tried. I tried. I gave up. I tried to put
Yeah.
like the Discord talking thing up, but I can't do it. I have an incredibly low IQ. What exactly were you expecting?
Nothing much really.
Yeah, you got me there.
Again.
Video capture device. Can I crop friggin' parts of my screen and then
But
just
still.
put it like what?
Fortune 4, the greatest faction in Monkey Wrestling Rebirth history.
No, they
Yeah.
Well,
aren't.
fans, looks
No,
like Johnny from New
th-
Legacy Inc. just came in the room. What does he have to say about that?
he'll probably just like insult me, call me an idiot for
Oh
liking the
my
overdrive
god!
and fortune. Hey,
There-
I'm going to have to side with Johnny. I too fear toilets. I'll be honest.
Huh.
I was about
I
to
have to
say
come out.
I was going to say his worst nightmare will be a toilet doing the overdrive.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
yeah. But we never really
In front of Fortune 4.
what is his opinion of the drop toe hold. Does anyone know? This is an important question for a podcast called the
yes.
Official Horse Racing Podcast.
I tell you what, if Johnny from New Legacy Inc. is watching this right now, or if he ever somehow watches this, please answer that question that I'm going to ask. Do you like or dislike the drop toe hold? Comment down below.
What is your opinion of the drop toe hold? This
Yes.
is unfortunately we are in the baby stages of this podcast. No one watches it except us.
I'm sure there's.
Yeah, there are probably like a couple of my friends on the internet, but it's not like that I scheduled this stream. The Official Horse Racing Podcast is never scheduled.
Yeah, this one's coming like about 2 months after the first and second one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now that talk is over, let's talk about Monkey Wrestling Rebirth. Who is the biggest face? Who is the biggest heel? And who is the biggest underdog? And why is it the Headless Horseman?
Biggest face has to be Scott Howler because he's a simple lad. He doesn't know what a heel is probably
He just wants to watch Netflix.
and chill.
Yeah, and chill.
Yeah, that's why he's the ultimate babyface. And for the
he likes to Disney Plus and Thrust.
Oh dear
And
God.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, and probably for the ultimate heel, I'd say Ronald McDonald fits that
I was about
bill.
to say.
Oh,
That,
he was
that
like
the word.
he held like the Siamese Cage Championships and the Tag Team Championships at the same time, and he kept holding on and holding on and holding on. He just wanted all those titles to himself.
He's a selfish.
I mean, I remember back in the day when he was. I was watching a video of New Legacy Inc. Shout out to New Legacy Inc. And bloody Ronald McDonald ate John Cena's title, so he wants to eat Scott Howler's title and take it, eat it. And
I just think the world would be better off when Scott. Sorry, that's Scott Howler. Ronald McDonald is dead.
Yes, we all wish that.
I want to make it a reality.
Who's going to take over McDonald's then?
Burger King.
Scott Howler.
Burger King.
The Burger King.
The Burger King.
Nah, see.
Biggest face, we can all agree, Scott. Biggest heel, we can all agree, Ronald McDonald. The ultimate underdog from 6 Feet Underground, the Headless Horseman, is the greatest underdog.
No, the greatest underdog is now Fortune 4.
Oh, yeah.
Would Fortune be the greatest underdog, or would they be the biggest disappointment?
Do you know, I think they actually were the biggest shock, because soon as they debut, it's like, oh my god, it's Fortune 4, you know? Nobody was expecting. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, no one was expecting it. They probably had the biggest shock debut of all time, but I wouldn't call them the biggest underdogs. They rolled house for the first month, and then they just died at Horse Meds Inc., you know?
Yeah. They were built up too quickly, too fast.
Yeah. I'd say that the biggest disappointment would have to be Cheeto Man. Back in, like, the summer of 2019. He was like kayfabe injured, and he came back for like the main event at one of those big live streams that I have. I can't remember what I named it. He was in the main event for the championship, and he friggin' lost. And it just sort
Poor
of had,
Cheetah, man.
and he just sort of has been floundering around. You know, maybe Big Bird's the biggest disappointment. Actually, he's lost to Godzilla like 5 times.
Because he's got big in his name.
What about King Kong though? Because
King
where
Kong
has he been
is-
since he lost to King Kong Monday?
Well, that's a good question. Isn't he on the? Actually, I don't. Didn't. I feel like I made a team of characters that I'll never use, and then I forgot they existed.
I mean, who knows? They could show up in the jumping on the bed match.
Yeah, they
Joe-
could. 110 plus people jumping on the bed. Who will make a surprise debut at the Super Duper jumping on the bed match?
Do you know who I hope wins the match?
You better not say
no.
Matt Dickey.
No, Quentin Tarantino-san.
Oh, you son of a bitch! That's worse.
You cursed!
Oh,
You son of a biscuit! That's worse.
Haha! Exposed! That's
Exposed.
pure as he claims to be.
Yes, not as pure as I claim to be. That's because I'm talking to myself 99% of the time. It's the official horse racing podcast where I'm finally free to talk to someone.
In actuality, he's actually still talking to himself. We're just figments of his imagination.
yeah.
Nice, but
He's living in a Truman Show world.
no, you guys are my multiple personalities.
Okay,
I-
Superman.
Listen, let me tell you something. Krypton deserved what it got. What was the quote? What was
It was.
I don't care what you say. Krypton deserved it. And then you said, "Okay, Superman." Oh, and feel free to put any quotes we say into the quote me on that text channel on the Discord server. Link in the description down below. But chances are you're obviously already in the Discord server if you're watching the stream.
Am
or
I in
not.
Discord?
Where are we?
I don't know.
Where are we?
I don't know. I'll tell you where we are. We're in Rio de Janeiro.
I think we're in like some combination of Ireland, America, according to this this live stream.
Yeah.
America, aka Greater Ireland.
Yeah, it's somewhere where like the United States is trying to dunk the basketball with Maine or something. There's Ireland.
I think one day Ireland will buy America, and Ireland go like, "Wow,
Trump will
Wow,
sell it to us for
Idaho.
Greenland.
yeah." Hi guys, there's a beautiful country. I got a beautiful golf course. It's gonna be called Ireland. What color? I'm gonna buy Ireland. It's gonna be great. And then like our president Michael Rodriguez is gonna come and go. Absolutely not. That's not going to be the case. We're buying you. And sure, it's just gonna be all hell.
Is this the part where I say I don't want to be political? Because I feel like I
know.
should say it. I don't want to be political, but I kind of just don't want Donald Trump to be president
The official
anymore.
horse racing podcast sponsored by the Communist Party of Ireland.
We're not commies. Friggin' no. I may not want Donald Trump to be president, but because he's president, people keep
political.
People keep on talking. Donald Trump. It just. Is it political for me to say I'm tired of people talking about Donald Trump, so I don't want him to be president, so that people stop talking about him? It's not. It's not really political. It's more like convenience.
I mean, I could just imagine it's just like people in America going to the polls saying, "So who are you going to vote for?" And just for example, we say Joe Biden. It's like, why? I don't want to hear Donald Trump again. It's like, why? I'm sick and tired of hearing him. It's like, okay. And so people are just going to vote for Joe Biden. And then Bernie Sanders is just going to be on what you call it? He's gonna be on the
Yeah,
railing.
yeah, on the
wishing you were
6
there.
feet underground, whatever.
But
We
moving
live in a
away from
pandemic, ladies and gents.
yes,
Moving away from
it's the
Moving
Steve,
away
it's
from
the,
politics,
it's the
did we
Steve
decide on who the
coronavirus,
biggest
by the way.
disappointment of Monkey Wrestling is?
Biggest disappointment, I'd say Fortune 4.
I'd say Big Bird.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I
Big Bird.
can't actually
Big
think of
Bird.
one off by hand.
Big Bird was the champion. He had his own pay-per-view event, and then he lost. I don't even think he was pinned to lose the title. Didn't he? Wasn't that this? Or was that the same match that Cheeto Man was in?
I think Super Dragon was in that match too, and I think it was him that was pinned.
Or was this Super Dragon one with eliminations? I remember that there was one a bunch of people in the ring that wasn't eliminations for the title. And I can't remember if that was the one with Big Bird or the one with Super Dragon, or if it was both. I don't know anymore.
I like Soup.
Yeah.
I like dragons.
Of course you do, you filthy dingo.
What else can we talk about regarding Monkey Wrestling? The biggest botch. There are several botches in Monkey Wrestling history. I can't name one. It probably involves the Siamese Cage Championships and the tag team partner not doing anything to break up the pin, despite the pin being 3 inches in front of them. It's not.
I think myself the biggest botch was Fortune 4.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, I think the biggest botch was the second promo package for Super Duper Slam, where Scott apparently has a white background.
Ah,
That's a legitimate botch. I'm not sure how that happened.
Well then,
There wasn't supposed to be a background.
there wasn't meant to be any resistance.
oh, it was like what you call it? You could pretend that you were trying out WrestleMania 33. Remember Orton took on Bray? They had like the what you call it projector over the ring of like everything, so you could pretend that you were doing that.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
hi,
Hey.
Hey.
hey,
hi.
What?
what is it, Brett?
You want to hear
Bait
something
women.
real scary? What?
Beat
Da-da,
women.
da-da-da-da.
Bait women. Bait women. Smoke
Da-da.
drugs. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Eat squirrels. Da-da-da-da-da.
Eat
Okay.
children.
Okay, I think I may have gotten it right.
Beat up my young grave. Oh wait, that's a bit far.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh,
Ooh wah ah ah ah.
Indeed.
Okay, maybe we should talk about Super Duper Slam. I have the match card right here. Your predictions. First
I was
match of the
just going
night.
to say it.
First match of the night. The 100 plus Super Duper jumping on the bed match with statistics. I am sticking with my pick that it's going to be a Roman Reign.
My pick is Matt Dickey.
You son of a biscuit.
Hey.
I'm trying to think who would be you know what? I'm gonna go with Super Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Next
That's
match
a-
on the card for the Famine Championship: Hentai Woody versus Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, you're actually doing it.
Yes, because Hentai Woody, because Fortune 4
Oh, yeah.
jobbed out to Hentai Woody. They couldn't win.
I was looking at that match last night, and I gotta tell you something. I think Woody went full shoot because you saw the celebration at the end. He was going pew pew. I think he was shooting, brother.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
he
worked
shot
himself into a shoot. He
He
didn't
committed
shoot.
homicide.
He's the shoot fighter, the homicidal, genocidal, death-defying, Sabu.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, James Storm did not ask for a rematch at Super Duper Slam, so we're left with Hentai Woody versus Kool-Aid Man as the big
But your
rematch.
predictions?
No.
Predictions.
I'm gonna go with Hentai Woody because this he's shooting, bro.
I'm also gonna go with Hentai Woody.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say Kool-Aid Man.
Okay. After Friday's events with the surprise appearance of Buzz Lightyear helping James Sierra beat up Cabal, the match of Edward Hogan versus James Sierra with Buzz Lightyear in Sierra's corner. Who do you think's gonna win?
Edward Hogan, because he's been on a pretty big win streak.
He has?
Yeah, he's been. I think he's won the last 2-3 matches.
Yeah.
He's like all the people he's been fighting. Yes, they're lower on the card, but he's been beating them.
Yeah.
So that's something.
I mean, I think myself that I'm gonna go with James Sierra because I think there could be a little bit of shenanigans happening. I think Buzz Lightyear could kind of, interfere in the match, and maybe James Sierra could get the 1, 2, 3. Could be a cocky pin or a lucky pin, but I think he could just squeeze out a win.
Given Edward Hogan's wins, he's beaten the Trudgemank for the. He has the Viet Cong champion. Edward Hogan does.
I thought he was just going to say the Vietnam Championship. I was like, wait, what?
Is it the Nam belt? I believe I called it.
Yes.
Edward Hogan is still the Nam champion, but that's a joke belt. He successfully defeated the Trudgemank in one of his title defenses. What's to say that James Sierra is gonna win because he won one match with the help of Buzz Lightyear against Cabal last week?
It's possible.
I'm going to say Edward Hogan's gonna hit James Sierra with the diaper check, and then Buzz Lightyear also gets hit with the diaper check.
Also, I don't know this, but is Edward Hogan, is he anything related to Hulk Hogan?
No, that was just his name given from the general manager of what was it? I'd have to look back to see where Edward Hogan the name came from. Originally, he was called Cripple Dust.
Oh no.
Yes, but because we live in a PG era, he's mostly known as the Big Diaper Boy.
So basically, he was Blue Dust when he got beaten so badly up by JBL at One Night Stand 2005.
Yes.
They were like, "Yeah, we'll call you Cripple Dust."
Blue Mini.
Blue Mini. Well, I could have taught someone else, but I don't think it's right for a live stream.
Okay. So did everyone get their predictions?
I'm going to go with Jimmy Sierra. Or sorry, James Sierra.
I'm going
James,
Edward
Jimmy.
Hogan.
I'm going with Hogan. Up next,
Fair
it's
enough.
Anne Frank versus Anne Frank. King Kong Bundy and Frank Reynolds versus the team of Fred Jones and Hank Hill.
My prediction: Team Anne Frank.
Team Anne Frank.
Team Anne Frank.
My prediction: Team
Anne
Frank. Let's go, Anne Frank.
That is one of the greatest botches I've ever done.
Oh
yeah, unfortunately.
To be honest, if there ever is a Monkey Wrestling Hall of Fame, they are the first inductees to be in it.
I think I should be.
No, you're not going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame
until
you give me your wrestler, and then you can wrestle for a year, but it's actually 7 years, and then we're gonna make you retire because you wanted to retire after winning the jumping on the bed match. I'm still angry about WWE 2K career mode. You couldn't continue after doing that.
My mode was stuck. I went far as Money in the Bank, and my career mode was like, do you know what? Let's actually glitch you. And I'm like, okay. So, as Potato Boy here knows, I had to spend 1.5 years trying to unlock people manually by doing exhibition matches.
It's still hilarious.
Yeah. But out of all the things that glitches in 2K20, the one thing that was hilarious was the fact that Lana was not in a cutscene with Rusev, so there's just this voice coming out of nowhere. Okay, the rematch of the century: Chad versus Virgin in the barbed wire death
Oh, wow.
match.
Wow.
Oh,
We are going to bring back that again for Super Duper
Nice.
Slam. It's going to be Chad. It's
Yeah,
not
it's Chad.
Gotta be Chad. Yeah.
it's not worth discussion. It's Chad. They had a big fight that lasted like, I believe they had the longest one-on-one match going on for like 60 minutes and
yeah.
The
64
iconic
minutes
60-minute match,
of
yes.
in game time, a 60-minute in game match.
Take that, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
So yeah, Chad won that, and Virgin is probably the weakest wrestler in Monkey Wrestling.
Do you know what? I think
I'm surprised that we haven't gone with who's the best jobber in Monkey Wrestling. I would have said the Virgin, but he
Fortune
doesn't.
4.
Fortune 4.
Fortune 4.
Sorry. But hey, I
But
tell you
wait.
what,
Fortune
let's
4
give
has
him a
only
little
been
bit
like
of credit. Let's give Virgin a little bit of a credit. I think he could have I think he could get a bit of offense in. Not much, but I think he could get a couple of shots in.
Yeah, I think that his first match with Chad, really like put him up on a pedestal, like worthy of being like a competitor in Monkey Wrestling. It's just that I forget he exists. After last year's Super Duper Slam, when he lost in like what, a minute because Glue Man got knocked out. I keep forgetting some
Oh.
characters exist, and Glue Man is one of them.
Isn't Glueman a former Famine champion?
Yes, yes, he is.
Ah.
I do
Wait,
not.
what's What's Brock Sampson doing nowadays?
Oh yeah, Brock Sampson. I remember that I wanted like big sexy midget Kevin Nash and Brock Sampson to be a team, and they
Oh
just
my!
and I don't
If
think
you
that
go
they
on.
won a match together.
I tell you what, can I just interrupt there? If there's ever a time you could do, we need a tag team of what you call it, big sexy midget Kevin Nash and sexy Colonel Sanders. It has to happen eventually.
Team Sexy.
Too sexy.
Too sexy.
And
They
their
are-
theme song, we're too sexy for our gear. Too sexy.
They are
for
the
our
Grandmaster Sexies. The
Sexy.
Grandmasters
Grandmasters
of
of
sexy.
Oh,
Are we allowed to
Oh.
say sexy? Is that PG?
I'd say so.
I'd
Okay.
say so. I mean, if Shayna Baszler could say the S word, I'm sure everything's fine.
Okay. And after the Chad versus Virgin match, we have a team of Roman Reigns versus the team of God for the Chad Team Champions in the Roman Ring. The first time the Roman Ring has been brought out in the year 2020 with the Roman
jeez,
Ring.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like we haven't been using the Roman Ring because we haven't had like Roman versus
Yeah.
Roman matches.
And Roman's
think the
completely
Roman-
fallen off.
Yeah,
Although
Roman's probably like the most forgettable, despite having like a Roman family. Nah. I would say that there are a bunch of other wrestlers in Monkey Wrestling that are more forgettable than Roman, like Peter Griffin. I sometimes forget he's
I
I forget
there.
Hank Hill is there.
I forget that I have Dale Gribble as well. Why would you forget? Why would you forget one half of the first Anne Frank team?
Because the Superior and Frank team is King Kong Bundy and Frank Reynolds.
Well, Hank Hill was a part of Team Chad in their longest reign. They had the longest reign of all time, of all championships. They had to rename the 8-man Roman title to the Chad Team Championship.
If I remember correctly, though, is it actually? When I think about it, is it King Kong Bundy actually in two teams? He's Team Anne Frank and Kong World Order.
Yes.
Huh.
Carmel Frank.
Yeah, but as we all know, Kong World Order has sort of been like the Fortune 4 of 2019. Like they're this big group of people that are built up, and they lost at Super Duper Slam, I think, or they lost the night before Super Duper Slam.
But our predictions. Let's go with our predictions.
Yeah. Team Roman versus Team God.
I'll
Team
go.
Roman.
Yeah, I gotta go with Team Roman myself because I think they have the field advantage.
I think you guys are gonna be a bit off. I'm going with Team God. God is like the second underdog
God.
of like right before the Headless Horseman. So chances
No.
are God's gonna overcome the odds on Team Roman. My chances are.
The
Okay,
question is, will the chances be slim? Who knows? Find out.
speaking of chances, the Trudgemank versus Despacito, and when you throw Samoa Joe in the mix, who has the best chance of winning?
Who will beat women faster?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wife
Samoa
beater.
Joe doesn't beat women. He's in this match
No.
because Despacito and Trudgemank beat women one time.
So are we going to have Samoa Joe versus Stone Colds very soon?
Samoa Joe has to make his debut first.
Samoa Joe
No,
and
no,
Deborah should be a team.
Stone Cold should
Oh God.
has to make his debut first.
There's gonna be what you call it? Samoa Joe and Deborah is gonna be the Otis and Mandy Rose storyline.
Okay.
Stone Cold.
Hey, Mandy.
Despacito, Trudgebank, Samoa Joe. Who's gonna win? I believe this was a cage match. No, can it be a cage match?
No, I can't. You can't.
Oh, what was? Oh, it was Team PewDiePie versus Team Spaghetti Man was supposed to be a cage match.
Yeah. My prediction though for Trudgebank, Despacito, and Samoa Joe. Ooh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I have to go with my boy Trudge.
I don't know. In Fire Pro Wrestling world, the Trudgebank has always been sort of lacking. He's just
the most
there.
Isn't
What?
he the most successful competitor in Monkey Wrestling Rebirth history?
No.
No, because hasn't he held every belt?
Wait.
Because I think you
No,
mentioned
I don't. He won the Famine Championship. He won. He's won
held,
every belt except for the Nom belt, but the Nom belt is a joke belt.
yeah, it's the officially sanctioned belt.
Yeah, it's not an officially sanctioned belt, despite the fact that every time the big diaper boy comes down the ring, he's called the Nam Champ.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to blur that out.
Yeah.
Just pretend that we don't recognize his belt, or you could just strip it off him. And go, "Do you know what?
I'm going to strip it off him after Super Duper Slam. It's time to retire the belt. It's never going to be used for any legitimate matches, so why and bother?
For me, I'm gonna go on the limb. I'm gonna say El Despacito. I think he has what it takes. He could be the most athletic. I think he has what it takes.
God,
I
can't
think
remember.
I think that despite Samoa Joe knocking out PewDiePie 2 weeks ago, he's not gonna win. He's fat. And not only that, he lost to
Hey.
Chad at Horse Meds Inc.
Fat lives matter.
So
Hey, you can't
either
back
everything's gonna culminate to Samoa Joe winning at Super Duper Slam, or either Despacito and the Trudgebank is gonna win. I'm gonna have to go with the Trudgebank. I cannot disobey the Trudgebank.
Fair enough.
Especially
Trudge-
with the whole cerebral assassin gimmick. And like
nice snap.
Take a bump.
Take a bump.
You hurt? Big effing deal.
I wanna piss on girls.
You're pissing on every single guy that's worked their ass off. Guys like Daryl Dastrop who can't even walk anymore. I'm pissing.
Hey,
By the way,
fix
one
your
of your-
pants.
By the way,
your
one of your nuts
nuts
is
is
hanging
hanging out. Okay, match number 8: Team PewDiePie versus Team Spaghetti Man. And remember, we only have 3. We only know 3 of each team's members.
Shrek.
We got
I said
Thanos,
Shrek.
Shrek, and Jake Alta with their mystery partner, which I know you guys don't know. Go to heck if you do know. And on Team Spaghetti Man, it's Anime, Jacksepticeye, and the Headless Horseman. and
Ooh.
Spaghetti Man's mystery
Nice.
partner.
Origin is a mystery.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. My pick to win is Spaghetti Man. It's always been Spaghetti Man since this whole ordeal started.
Well, I guess it is this is technically a reference to the special team days.
Yeah.
So I have to go. Since I'm PewDiePie, I have to go PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Myself, I was looking at PewDiePie there. I think he had a good match this week. Got a lot of offense. And myself, I think I'm gonna go with Team PewDiePie. I think they could have
Remember that
good
PewDiePie
chance.
and Spaghetti Man are not actually involved in this match. They're just
Mhm.
picking the people to fight in this match. And
But
this
he's.
is in a cage. This is in a cage. Reminder.
I think though that like he's got good wrestling knowledge. Like he could, as I said, he could obviously put all that training that he had his match last night against who was he facing against? Spaghetti Man,
He
wasn't
was
it?
facing Spaghetti Man.
Yeah. So I think he could put an awful lot of that knowledge into the team and get the team to get the big W.
Yeah, but remember as well, Samoa Joe knocked PewDiePie's lights out 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
That was because that's because he's fat.
He's fat.
He's fat. He's fat.
Okay, and
I mean,
finally,
here's just before we move on. I just wondering though. I don't think Samoa Joe could probably. I think Samoa Joe would probably lose to Scott Steiner's mats. So I don't know.
okay.
Uh,
So,
Guess.
and now we have the main event. It's the 9th match, but the 100 plus super duper jumping on the bed match is going to last over an hour. So we got
Hopefully,
Scott
fingers
Howell,
crossed.
Howler, whatever, versus Ronald McDonald for the Monkey Wrestling Rebirth Championship.
The
Ooh,
richest prize in the game.
my whiteboard title's worth more.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you joined this live stream.
Are we not gonna pick? You guys not gonna pick?
Yes, I'm gonna go with Ronald McGoddamn Donald.
Ah,
He's the man who's gonna win.
You son of a B word.
Yeah.
you
You
biscuit. You
Son of
Bradbury.
a biscuit.
And people, I mean Bradbury.
Yeah, Adam Bradbury. That's where the B word comes from. You're being such a Bradbury.
I was calling him. No, I'm
Hold
going with
on.
the obvious.
Wait,
Oh.
you like went into robot
You're-
mode.
Oh no. Oh,
God
wait, can you
damn
hear me
it,
now?
man. We're 42,
Yes.
45 minutes in. Don't cut
Yeah.
this now.
Yeah, no, I have to go with the obvious choice, the only correct choice, and that's Scott Howler.
My
What do you
heart
think?
says Scott, but my brain says Ronald McDonald. I want Scott to win, but if Ronald McDonald wins, I can torture Ronald McDonald as much as I please. Especially with the circumstances of if Ronald wins, that I'm not going to spoil what happens if Ronald does win. It'll be hilarious if he does win. But there's an
Imagine all the
equal
free McDonald's though.
but there's an equal situation if Scott does win that I'm also not going to spoil.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say Ronald McDonald and leave it to your imagination as to why if Scott wins.
Who knows?
Who knows
Find out.
indeed.
Find out today, tomorrow,
Yesterday.
Whenever.
Sunday,
Monday.
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Thursday.
when it is Wednesday. April
Wednesday.
Fools. It's actually in 2 years' time.
Hey, happy Hanukkah, everybody.
April Fool's Day. Super duper slam. And we've only been
So this-
talking for like
2 years in the making.
This is Super Duper Slam 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Super Duper Slam 2.
I honestly don't remember what happened at the first one.
Well, I
Damn,
remember
dude.
some of the matches that happened at the first one. One of them being Team Chad versus Team Virgin for the Chad team for the 8-man Roman belt, but it changed to the Chad team titles eventually because Team Chad kept winning more matches and more matches. But I think Super Duper Slam also had Despacito defending the championship because
Did it?
yeah. When it started off, the Trudgeman was in a holder of the belt. No, it was Jake Alto. It was Jake. Was it Jake?
The real world champion.
Jake Alto was defending the belt,
He-
and he lost it to Despacito.
He still has that Real World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very tempted to declare it as the real Monkey Wrestling Rebirth Championship.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Keep saying that to yourself. When was the last time it was defended?
Like over a year ago.
1992.
Well, my Monkey Wrestling Rebirth title was defended a month ago or less.
No, we treat this belt like it's a UFC title. It only gets defended every so often.
Oh no! I
yeah,
think the
every
best
so
one would be
often.
CMLL.
Once every 2 years, every so often.
Yeah.
So how's that Cash Me Outside match going? Is the Headless Horseman gonna win? What?
We'll have to wait and find out, won't we? It's tomorrow. It's next Sunday,
Oh, after
Next
Super
Sunday,
Duper
yeah.
Slam.
April 5th.
Nice.
Yeah,
Uh,
my main event is 16 matches on the card.
Oh, well, does any one of them have like a 100 plus battle royal?
No, I don't need to do that.
I need to do that because battle royals are friggin' epic. If jumping on the bed taught me anything, it's that friggin' 150 plus people going into the ring Royal Rumble style. That's a draw, okay? That's a big draw. So anyway, let's get back to what this podcast is all about. Who does the best drop toe hold?
You know what? While you're discussing that, I'm gonna look who does the best drop toe hold. I hope there's an answer.
I hope there is an answer too.
But as far as we know, anyways, I think we can all agree so far that Alexa Bliss does the best drop toe hold.
Yes, I believe that was a question asked what woman does the drop toe hold, and we found out Alexa Bliss does the drop toe hold.
Yes. Actually, I meant to tell you this too, but I was watching a video. It was a thing called Warzone. It was a WWF Warzone, and even in Warzone, they did the drop toe hold. Furthermore, I know another guy who did the drop toe hold in WCW Backstage Assault and Revenge, I think, and it was none other than
Then Vince Russo.
Vince Russo. So yeah,
Swerve, baby, swerve.
Swerve.
Yeah, you got-
Swerve. He was actually doing the overdrive.
Swerve, he's actually Johnny Drop Toe Hold.
No, get out.
Wait,
You're
who
fired.
who originated the overdrive? Was it Orton or was it like MVP or something?
I know.
Orton did it, anyways.
I know. Who'd you call him? Rico did it, I believe. MVP did it. I think Rico did it.
Heath Slater does the overdrive.
He does.
But like, I don't see what the big deal
I think he
is.
did it
It's
once.
Such a good move.
It's the it's the best heel move in the business.
And then the best face move is Spinneroonie.
No, the best
Yeah.
heel
Oh,
move.
yeah.
Are we gonna have to go into the debate of the best heel move being the drop toe hold versus
Okay,
the
I think we
overdrive?
could say that the drop toe hold is the best tweener move. We could say because anyone can use it and everyone will be fine about it.
So So when you're looking at it, if you do the Spinneroonie, you're pure babyface. But once you do the drop toe hold, you're going to grey territory. But once you hit the overdrive,
You're getting
you get
booed out of the building.
yes. It's
So I have a
ultimate.
video here, and it's actually Carlito did the overdrive.
Oh yeah, that's right. Carlito did do the overdrive.
Mm.
But
Did
did
you
he
do
do
the
it
overdrive?
before? But did he do it before Orton? These are questions. Speaking of face moves, have we ever talked about the attitude adjustment being a big baby face move?
No.
The
Well,
attitude of the AA.
yeah, the AA
Oh,
or the apple juice
um,
driver.
I think that's just a John Cena move.
But John Cena is the biggest baby face of WWE.
No.
Hmm.
He's the greatest
What?
heel.
I
What?
mean,
No, the FU is not a heel move. The FU is okay. Let's just agree to disagree and agree that the attitude adjustment isn't a heel move.
I think when do you know what it is? I think when like you have him up on your shoulders and you do just like do you know when like you kind of put your hand on his stomach and you palm him down? I think when you have him up and you just drop him on the back of his neck, that's when you know it's a heel move. And you hear the that's
I,
when you know, boom.
You stop breathing.
Yeah.
Good snap.
And then
good
good
snap.
snap and what you call it? He puts him in a wheelchair now. And
You're
then he
living
says,
in a
"You can't see
wheelchair
me
now.
now." What?
Oh, who was that? It was like someone Brown.
D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown.
Be down with Brown. D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown. Did D'Lo Brown ever do the drop to hold?
I don't think so. Oh
Hmm.
god.
Yep, hold on. Someone needs my help. Talk about the overdrive while I do a thing.
Let me guess. Overdrive. All I know is Carlito did it. Orton did it. MVP. Who else? Do you know, I'm actually thinking. I wonder did Ric Flair ever burst out an overdrive?
He did the overdrive and just suddenly just gushing blood.
Oh yeah. Mr. McMahon just busts out one. Ah, God, I'll bust it open. Oh man.
Overdrive is the
I tell you, I just hope one day that, if it ever happens, like a 79-year-old Ric Flair goes 1-on-1 with a 100-year-old Mr. McMahon in a first blood match. Just the two of them would just instantly bleed straight away.
Because it's the overdrive, both men are bleeding.
It's like Ric Flair just goes, woo, and you just see like a whole gush of blood just going down Vince.
That would be just glorious.
Oh, that would just this is awesome.
They just fight forever, and they have like the world record for the longest match. It's like a 6-hour slugfest.
6 hour of just constant bleeding. Like it's like I say Eddie Guerrero would just be like, Holmes, I actually think that was more bloody than my match with JBL. I say.
Then he just returns back to the afterlife peacefully.
Yeah, peacefully,
and we all cry.
Yeah,
and hit the overdrive. No,
still tries to take his Still trying to take his his puppy. Still trying to take his son Dominic, and Ray's like, no, like, oh.
Eddie Guerrero appears, and then who'd you call him? Ice Store runs in and hits him with the overdrive and causes him a chump.
Of course, I hop in with the drop toe hold. The master innovator of the drop toe hold. Oh man,
it will be a thing of sheer beauty. Like,
oh, without a doubt.
Now, shall we? Should you know? Since
Okay,
he's not
which one
here
of
to
you?
defend himself,
Which one of you said the N word?
he
He did.
Darn it! I can't prove
We're-
anything.
we were talking about how Eddie. We were talking about the
What the
drop
heck
hole.
did you just send me? What? Why? Why? Oh, it's worse than the cerebral assassin turning the face after killing Rainmaker. You see,
say that.
Rainmaker, in this business, I am the king of kings, the
This is what I
cerebral
This is what I
assassin,
said.
and you're nothing but a jobber vanilla midget.
What's this? What the hell is this? What? Diamond sword! What the hell?
No, but we were just talking about how we're wondering who has hit the overdrive, and we're wondering if Ric Flair ever pulled out an overdrive, and then I commented that if he did, he'd instantly start gushing blood,
Mm.
and then Johnny Dropped Old here suggested that he'd love to see a first blood match between Ric Flair and Vince McMahon when they're over 100. And how it ends is that Ric Flair hits the overdrive and both of them start gushing blood. And then
And it
Eddie
goes like
Guerrero,
6 hours.
yeah, goes 6 hours.
Yeah, go on.
And it's just like, that was more bloody than my match for JBL. Then he's about to return to the afterlife, and that's where you come in, Eyesore, and you hit him with the overdrive, and then Johnny here finishes him off with the drop toe hold, and then you both call him a chump.
Yes.
And we were just
I
saying
was
there
about
that
to say, drop toe hold first, and then the overdrive, and then you just ended it with chump, and then I loved it.
and then what you call it, Eddie Guerrero tried to take back his son Dominic, but Ray's like, nope.
But Eddie Guerrero was like, he has a plan. He hits the Spinneroonie, so he's instantly a face, so he has to give Dominic.
He calls it the Eddie Rudy.
I'll have to look back on this.
Can you feel the spin?
Don't worry, we didn't say the N word. We're not racist.
No. We're
Well,
not
it's not
racist.
like you guys saying bad words is going to get me demonetized. I already have I don't have a bazillion subscribers to even get monetized in the first place.
Don't
So we
worry.
can say whatever we want.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
do you think I don't care of what I say? Just don't get me banned.
It's okay because I'm actually on the official I'm on the
I
live
like
stream,
people.
and 2 people are watching. A whole
I like-
2 people.
Yeah,
I
a
like
whole
people.
2 people. Me
You know?
and you are watching this stream.
Me, yeah. You know?
Oh God, that's just beautiful.
It's okay. I have it on mute, but
Yeah, I
I
have
can't
it
listen-
on mute
it's
on
very
my
bad
phone.
to listen to myself once. Just listen to myself twice. It's like, oh God.
Listen, I listen to myself all the time, except for the fact that I'm just skipping around and editing and just like, oh, hey, that's a good place to stop. Oh, did I say something over here I probably shouldn't? Nah, I'm okay with that.
We've had no
No.
comments. Slap down your comments if you're watching here on the, and I'll read them out.
But you just comment.
5 hours later, there's no contact.
Oh, I need to get my boys to sit down. Still, drop toe hold. Whoever
Yes.
invented it, I hope
Me?
they get.
It was probably
shanked.
Ric Flair.
No, it's okay, guys.
He
I'm
started-
the innovator of the drop
He
toe.
started gushing blood when he hit it.
Bruno Sammartino did the overdrive. Bruno Mania is
what-
going wild, brother.
That's why
Yeah.
That's
On
why
April 5th.
yeah, that's why Larry Zabisco turned on him because he stole his move.
He no, like Larry Bisco knew what the move would become. He was a time
Yeah.
traveler.
Yeah,
Uh,
so the iconic teacher versus master heel turn.
uh,
think of
The
sheer
lack of
beauty.
viewers makes me a bit depressed. But you know what? At least I'm having fun.
That's
You see,
good.
that's what all that matters. It's not about
But-
having the
You-
most. It's
but-
all about having fun and
But I
talking
mean, like,
random.
viewers would be nice. We could have like an official horse racing podcast where we play Drawful 2. We could all draw drop toe holds
Oh,
and
we should play-
overdrives.
No.
We should play what you call it, Cards Against Humanity live on stream.
Oh no, we're not playing that because last time I played that, everyone played Potato Famine.
No, I played Potato Famine.
No,
Everyone
no,
else
whenever-
just joined.
Yeah, no, it was like one where everyone played Potato Famine. And
Oh,
was
do I
just,
have do I have to show it on stream for everyone to see?
Oh,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
whip it out. I'm gonna whip it out.
He's whipping out his Johnson.
Now, if someone was like, someone could easily take that out of context.
I could just. Can you just imagine, like, someone did try and go like, he's gonna whip it out.
I
You
just
know,
have
can't-
to remember where I put it. I may have just deleted it.
See, I was about to say something, but it'd probably be a bit too mean. I was about to, do you want me to say it?
I'm trying to look for it.
Yeah, Johnny, I was going to say, you know who can't whip it out? Draws.
I can still feel it.
No,
I'm sure it's.
he's from the waist down, isn't he?
Oh.
Or is it from the neck? Who knows?
Wait,
Wait.
is
So wait,
Draws is
here's what I-
paralyzed or Drew?
Yeah.
Oh,
here's what I'm wondering though, right? If you get crippled from the neck, from the waist up, does that mean you still can like walk properly?
here it is. Found it.
Yeah, but you're probably like. You're like.
Like a
I
chicken.
could just. I don't want to be mean, but like I could just imagine someone like doing that, walking up, and they're like Bailey's inflatable bloody yolks is going.
Oh, good. And we're about to probably get him kicked off of YouTube. Not
Yeah.
really.
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, the good thing is that people will look back on it. Probably, couple of hundred will look back on it. Although I think I actually
There,
saw a
it's
previous.
on the stream.
Oh, let's.
I'll give it a look. Look later.
Stars
well-
are pick in order to prevent in order to prevent infanticide YouTube, 8 groups from around the world battled to provide potatoes, potato famine and opposition day, potato famine 2.0.
I won. I remember winning that.
Yes, because yours was like just simply Potato Famine.
Hey, we got our first comment, guys, and it's actually from the local madman, and he goes, "No." We got our first comment, guys. Woohoo!
We're
Okay,
moving up in the world.
Just between you and me, I think YouTube has been confusing comments from comments. I keep on seeing comments that say, "Oh, good content, bro." They never actually like the video. They don't like the video. I know who likes the video because both of the likes on the video are me. You
I
can't.
like a couple of
You
I
videos.
can't-
like videos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know that.
You know what?
No.
I'm gonna like it right
Yeah, no.
now.
For that, I'm going to dislike the video.
Don't dislike the
Oh,
video.
damn.
I'm joking.
Listen,
That's a joke.
the biggest video on my channel is on friggin' Raid Shadow Legends, and I hate
Yeah,
it.
don't you have like one video that has like 800 views?
Yes,
What?
it's I have one video with 1,000 views, and that's just me playing Raid Shadow Legends, trying to join the Jontron clan.
You
Yeah, it's
never
like-
know.
It
This
has
video-
like a
this live
lot
video
of
could
dis.
get 1,000.
It has a lot of dislikes.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
It's not like I actually care about the dislikes though, because I myself would also dislike my own video.
Hey, I mean, look, it just goes to show that some people are not into that particular game, and some people do. That's
Well,
you
I
can't please
basically
everyone.
just showed what the game is. What are they
Yeah,
expecting? Are they expecting me to like spend
Bullshit
money on this game? I essentially reviewed the game and tried to make it sound cooler than it already was.
Yeah,
That's what everyone who advertises for Raid Shadow Legends does. They make it sound cooler than it already is. But here I am on my phone, and it's like Motorola 4v4, and it's like, wow, this game looks awful. And I just leave it on like auto. I stopped playing it like about a month ago, despite the fact that there are daily rewards. I reached a point where I couldn't care. I'm just like
I mean,
auto doing like hard levels because the hard levels gives me muchos gracias XP, and because of the way the reward system worked and how it worked in the beginning, where there was no like auto do feature, where you only needed to like go fight like 3 or 4 times a day, and they just give you like, hey, here's an entire bag of energy points, and they give you energy points for rewards as they go on, and you're like, wow, I'm never gonna be able to use up all these, aren't I? And the game's like, hey, here's an update. Here's 1,000 energy.
well then.
And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
they're
cheers.
generous.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
generous, but you know what?
It's like-
They're now pay to win at this point. There's like
Yeah.
a system that's like, hey, do you want that super duper epic champion that everyone else is ponying you with because they spend money on our game? Well, spend money on our game to get a guaranteed epic champion, not epic legendary champion, because epics are more. I have more epics than I have more rares than commons or uncommon champions. You know what that feels like? That feels disappointment. That zero. That no matter how many, a boost, a 3 times boost, 0 times 3 is still 0. You cannot just go on and say, oh, you could win, but you're not gonna win because 3 times 0 is 0. That's it. That's it. But you know what?
It's
What I can say at least, my most liked video is Jimmy Sierra's first day at school. I don't care about the dislikes because Jimmy Sierra is the #1 big boy on the channel. Can we
but
get
he's
that
not
to
Jimmy
10
there
likes?
anymore. He's James.
Yeah, but
He's a different guy
but
now.
it's his first day at school. That's what
Oh,
everyone watches. The first day at school. There's no dislikes on that. It's all likes. The same amount of likes, probably 10 more likes because I tried to like the video again, and then YouTube realized that, hey, I'm using like 3 different emails. But really, it's YouTube's fault because I checked my email, my private business email one time. It's like, hey, this is watching YouTube. This email is now watching YouTube. And so, okay, well, I didn't want that to happen, so I'm gonna like and subscribe on my own videos again.
Hmm.
I feel like I let out a whole bag of black beans.
you know what? I think it's good.
Yes, it's good to vent your frustrations.
I vent my
Yeah.
frustrations to nobody all the time. Haven't you seen the Cerebral Assassin? Remember when I called Rainmaker a jobber vanilla midget?
Then
No,
he
re-
died.
And then
Remember
he
when-
died?
And then you turn face.
And then I turned face?
Actually,
Reminder, more episodes of The Cerebral Assassin coming out soon.
that's the funny thing because what you call it? Potato Boy knows that my universe mode I had my women's champion at the time was Alexa Bliss, and she was taking on Ivory in a rivalry, right? Okay, but basically Ivory beat her up so bad that she put her on a wheelchair, or not wheelchair. What's it
You're
called?
living in a wheelchair now.
Wheelchair now. But she put it on a stretcher, and then she attacked her after the stretcher, and what happens? She becomes a face. And I'm like,
Ah,
and I'm like, what?
it seems like WW2K is taking some pages from the M Dickey world.
Yeah,
Except
that's
somehow the M Dickey world makes more sense.
WWE 2K18, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it's
Dude.
not like me killing Rainmaker. the cerebral assassin killing Rainmaker was a part of that promo where Rainmaker was calling me a chump for being from Hollywood. Ah,
We're from Hollywood, brother.
wait, what was it that he said that
It,
you're gonna be famouser or something? That there is a bad thing as there is such a
there's a
thing as bad
bad
publicity, and
publicity.
then I
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
him, and then I lost popularity for killing him. It was
It, it,
a
it,
self-fulfilling prophecy.
it's the greatest face turn in the history of the business.
Oh, just wait until you see the cerebral assassin become a ref. That happens, and let me tell you, it's not good. In a way
Not
that,
good at all.
in a way of someone friggin' dies. Spoiler.
Uh-oh. And let me guess, turn face.
I was a referee at the time. Couldn't turn face. Yeah, when do refs turn face?
Oh wait, I saw that actually. I saw that.
Wait, really? That was in?
That was in Wrestling Revolution, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wrestling Revolution.
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
do
you had
that
a
match?
video. Yeah, you did that match. I think some person died in it, and there was like a tribute show.
Cameron
Yeah.
Cool died. Dream Hornet died. But the person who died that I'm talking about was neither of those.
Oh, but was the video with the last one? She was a female, I think. That
Oh
she
shoot!
died.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah.
Damn it! I wanted to make that special. That's what I'm talking about with my lazy editing. I just like, okay, go from here. 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a good
Ugh.
place to stop.
Hey,
But
Yeah.
when isn't a good isn't a good place to stop?
half an hour.
5 minutes to a half an hour.
I see.
Because
Are you
Good
sure?
quality content.
yeah, you gotta have good quality content and you gotta make it long.
You know, people like long stuff.
Yeah, people like long
Uh,
stuff.
Wink, wink.
I like
wink,
long
wink, nudge,
stuff.
nudge.
Mm.
You like long stuff. Everybody
Everybody
long
likes
stuff.
long stuff. That's how you like play video games while listening to the official
Yeah.
horse racing podcast on the weekends, only on the local Madman YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more Super Duper Slam coming this April Fool's Day, and also Friday streams 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, yeah. I'm getting a bit distracted right now. I'm killing people. Bad
Yeah.
people.
Yes. Wait.
No.
Are you talking about like Warband?
No. Men of War Assault Squad.
Oh, okay.
So I'm getting a little bit distracted.
I think I was talking about Drawful. Yeah, would
Oh,
Drawful would be like a good thing to do on one of these
We could, like-
podcasts?
Is it free?
Well, it is free, and I think only one of us needs to have it.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah, Drawful 2 is like free on all platforms, it seems. On the Microsoft Store, on the Epic Games Store, on Steam. But since it's like one of those games where only one of us needs to have it, I have it. I got it for free,
Nice.
and all we really need is like phones and stuff.
I heard it was drawful. Ha ha ha.
So yeah,
This is why you don't have friends.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry for. But I just
Sorry
like
for
the
your
idea that when the official horse racing podcast gets big in a decade, it's never gonna get big, is it? It'll get
You
big.
never know.
It'll
I
get
don't know.
big.
Don't
I just
get
need
Mitch-
to advertise it better. I've been
You-
silent my entire life. I've been holding myself back because I didn't want to be a burden. You know what? After Super Duper Slam, it's gonna be a new me outside
Damn.
of the channel, because that me is always going to be the same person, because that me is the real me that doesn't swear. The fake me is the one that goes, "Oh, I'm gonna meekly type behind the words. I'm not gonna confront anyone. No, I'm gonna confront everyone. I'm gonna go onto that friggin' horse racing server where you call me a friggin' zebra. I'm gonna go tell them, hey, watch the official horse racing podcast. Maybe we can play Drawful, fam." And then the next thing you know, 0+ subscribers gained, and then the entire furry community wants my guts.
Hey, and they'll watch God subscribe just to get to your guts. You know, you're
Yeah.
calling them out live here on stream,
Yeah,
calling them out.
I wonder what they think of why is there a podcast called the Official Horse Racing Podcast.
Well, I'm glad you asked. It looks like you'll have to tune in.
Yeah, you'll have to tune in on to why it's called the Official Horse Racing Podcast. Do I know
Yeah.
why? I don't.
Do you
Here's
know
why.
why? No, I don't.
Do I know why? No.
None of us knows.
something-
Actually, I think there's like subtle answers as to why it's called the Official Horse Racing Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, the commence
Horse racing on Warband,
Rebirth.
on the Rebirth Warband thing.
And also we had to walk over to the next town over.
The next,
It's-
I miss the good old Rebirth, and now, and then everything went downhill.
What happened was the owner did a drop toe hold in overdrive and the server ceased to exist.
No, the owner did an overdrive to the Undertaker, and then a drop toe hold,
And he's set back up because he's the dead man.
and then he overdrived him again. What if the Undertaker did the overdrive? Would he be booed if the Undertaker of all people does the overdrive?
I wouldn't think so. I think the Undertaker would. I think like
I think the
people would
Undertaker
lose their marbles if the Undertaker did the overdrive.
would the overdrive be the safest move for the Undertaker to do? Because he's not lifting anyone to do like a tombstone.
Probably.
He only
Oh,
needs
no, I
to.
think
He only
Hell's
needs to like.
Gate.
Oh yeah,
Hell's Gate would be the
Hell's Gate.
safest. Or could you imagine the Undertaker doing the overdrive to someone inside a grave in a buried alive match?
It's called the Underdrive now. The Underdriver.
The Underdriver.
The Underdriver.
The Underdriver has been nailed by the Undertaker.
Great. Now I want to. I'm gonna ask. No, I can't think of what a guy named the Underdriver would look like.
I actually am thinking. I wish that the Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar with the Underdriver to keep the streak going.
Yeah, but
You know?
unfortunately, we live in a at that
Dark
time
times.
it was like pre drop toe hold and overdrive times.
Yes.
It was times where Daniel Bryan was at his peak, despite the fact that I didn't like Daniel Bryan.
He was over.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was
a very good
over, but
storyline.
I think I was always like the contrarian. Like I
Yeah.
liked Miz. Everyone seemed to hate Miz.
I like
Miz
this.
was
Though I liked Miz.
Miz was
I liked Miz for his theme. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, Miz's team. Every time I hear it, brings it back to SVR 11.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I didn't like
I
Miz
hate-
winning the WWE title, but I kind of got used to him. Then I was like, you know what, this guy is he's a very good main eventer.
Yeah.
Now he's there trying to cough into people and allegedly.
What?
Yeah, there's a story going around that had a. Do you know why Reigns left or was out of the match, the Universal Championship match?
Because
It's
he
because I
didn't
think-
want to fight an old man.
No, it's because I think Miz had like a cold and he didn't tell anyone. I could be wrong saying that, but he had a cold, and basically I think he was sneezing, and the Usos completely lost. It's like, dude, you do realize that Roman Reigns has got previous health conditions. He's midsection is very weak, so
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got backstage heat.
Yeah.
It's not.
We
it's
live-
not.
We live in like a bad time for like
Hard times, Daddy. Hard times.
A bad
Yeah.
time to just sneeze, you know? To
Yeah.
cough. Though then
To
again,
even touch someone. Bad.
this whole like quarantine stuff is sort of ruining wrestling in general. You know how big of a
Oh, it's
pop
ruining
like
everything.
Brody Lee would have gotten, or even Matt Hardy
Yeah.
would have gotten.
Yeah.
Not to
Like
say that they
even
had like terrible
sports.
debuts. Yeah,
But
there's
actually,
sports.
I heard that Luke Harper, he was doing a podcast with Chris Jericho, and he was supposed to actually debut in his hometown. But of course, thanks to Steve Corino, virus that is, what you call it, they couldn't do it.
My Sharona virus.
My Sharona.
My Sharona.
Oh, no.
My Sharona has no affiliation with this website whatsoever.
My
The cancel website.
This episode of the official horse racing podcast is brought to you by My Sharona.
My Sharona.
Go to heck.
Heck in the sec.
Heck in a sec.
This
Unfortunately, we
Romania.
can't have a heck in a sec because we already have See No Evil as a pay-per-view event, a quote-unquote pay-per-view event. What would
No,
you
Ah,
call? What would you call like
so-
Super Duper Slam Horse Meds Inc. jumping on the bed? Would you call them like specials, live
Yeah.
streams, specials?
marquee matches.
Marquee events.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because
By
because them being live isn't that special, but it's
Mm.
what's in the match, in the show.
Yeah,
Despite the fact
'cause
that
It's
the Famine Championship is defended every week,
Mm. It's-
the Chad team titles also defended every week, but that was mostly
It's the
because
pageant-
Chad kept on winning the belt. So
Mm.
yeah, sorry
what
for
it is the
interrupting.
pageantry, the sights, and no, you're fine. It's the pageantry, the
Yeah.
sights, and the sounds. The granddaddy of them all. just like just like Bruno Mania.
the granddaddy of them all. Fortune
Mm.
4.
Fortune 4.
Smacking out overdrives.
No, yeah, like, you know, definitely I think now I've noticed more, so just speaking about it, you kind of take a more, I've noticed you take a more emphasis on pushing story leading into like the likes of Horseman Inc. and Super Duper Slam now, which I think is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's sort of just been like, oh, we gotta focus. Who's going to win the Monkey Wrestling Rebirth Championship? That's what it's been like. All of those events. It's who's gonna win the championship? Is it gonna be Big Bird? Is it gonna be this man? And
that's a heavy draw though.
yeah,
That word title.
yeah, but the world title was supposed to establish the new Monkey Wrestling Rebirth. And now that we have all these other titles that are just being defended on the daily, and we don't really pay attention because I am terrible at I'm terrible at scheduling things. Or like I'm too lazy to make a team, call it like Fortune 4. Yeah, except I did make a team calling it Fortune 4.
I mean,
I haven't made
I-
Team Anne Frank. I haven't made Anne Frank. I haven't. You know, out of all the things, I think the whole reason of the storyline thing was when Vera came out at the Christmas event. No,
Yeah.
at jumping on the bed
Yeah,
and
that's
came
what I think
to help
Kickstarter does.
Scott to win the belt. That and
That's what Kickstarter
that
does.
and that had this Horseman being the most over wrestler in Monkey Wrestling.
Yeah,
history.
that Kickstarter does. Period.
Mm.
No, like I don't know. I think though, just speaking about I kind of like that the Famine Championship, particularly, is defended every week because to me that's like in your sense, it's basically your equivalent of the IC Championship. It's the workhorse men's belt.
just gonna
so-
say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and where the world title is different, like it makes the belt feel more important that it's only defended once, say typically once a month or something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was
Um,
defended like on a normal episode of Monkey Wrestling when the
Yeah, I think it
Trudgemank
used to be.
had it, but he lost it
Yeah.
to Chad.
Yeah,
That was awful.
Like,
I'm going to be honest. That was bad booking on my part.
Yeah, no,
Maybe I
like
just wanted Chad to be the title
Yeah, but you
holder.
see, you're going to always have ups and downs. Like no person booking a show is
Oh,
going to go like.
trust me, I've had my fair share in my tournament that I do to do the main event of Bruno Mania. The first tournament I did last year, Grand Metalik got to the final and almost won.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Fortune was supposed to go over multiple times, and
Yeah,
they choked. They jobbed.
yeah,
And
I've had
I'm a little bit disappointed because I had
yeah,
storylines for them. I thought, oh, with Fortune, they're going to be the new Chad champs. They're going to be the
yeah,
new Chad team. They're going to put the belt over again. It's no longer just random teams getting thrown together. You have a full 4-man stable with the title,
yeah.
and they didn't win.
I've had similar stuff where I had plans for stuff, but then I was excited. You sim the stuff. It's just AI. I've had entire plans like really. I thought my head good stories ruined because the AI mucked up.
What do you
So
think? What do you think would make a good story if I played as one of them and it would end? I would end the match the way I wanted it to, or I would just watch two computers fight it out. I prefer the two computers fighting it out because I
yeah,
have no idea how to
Yeah.
play Fire
yeah.
Pro.
Yeah.
I have
So
no idea how to play Fire Pro. I'm not sure if that got
yeah, no, like what I think what's more beneficial to with just the AI taking on each other is that
you.
it
You get to see
force
Jake Alto hit someone over the
yeah.
back after the match ends,
Mm.
But besides that, like it kind of
or like a Roman Reigns hitting a Superman
it
punch.
kind of teaches you or forces you to kind of learn to
Book a
do
match.
stuff on. It will do not only book a match, but do stuff on the spot. So, for instance, say you have something planned. For instance, say if you had King Kong defeat Scott Howler for the belt, that had been your plan. But then Scott Howler say wins, kind of it forces you to evolve your plans. If you get me.
Yeah, I
You
know what
kind
you're
of have to
talking
work
about.
around them. You say. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was like as you were talking about after jumping on the bed is when I started getting the storyline. That was when
Yeah.
I had like two outcomes for the rematch between the Misfits and Kong World Order, where I'd have an outcome where Fortune would debut, knocking out Kong World Order, and I'd have the outcome with Fortune 4 beating the Misfits. I would have preferred Kong World Order winning because the knockout victory was what really would have been really made sense, but it just turned into like another match.
Yeah.
I
But it's
mean, it's
gas
still
because like
worth building them up.
yeah. But like you were
It's
saying,
just that
like
they turned into jobbers.
But you were saying there, like, you have ups and downs, like, and, and obviously Potato Boy knows a few, like, what he was saying there. But it brought me back because when I was doing my universe mode, I had WrestleMania, and it was the worst WrestleMania card I ever put on. I had 6 matches. I had 2, my Raw Women's Champion do a call out, and my Universal Champion was that was like the quote unquote main event, but the actual main event was Eddie Guerrero defending the title, WWE title, against my Royal Rumble winner, Woken Matt Hardy. But Randy Orton then called out, was having a promo, and the promo was just himself in the ring, and that was it. WrestleMania was done, and I was like, what am I doing? So we've all had ups and downs.
Yeah.
Ups and downs. Which
Oh, and
reminds
by the
me,
way, I had my Intercontinental Champion also not defend his title at WrestleMania.
yeah, I remember we were talking about. I was talking about like WWE 12 earlier on how I played that on the Wii. Let me tell
Oh
you,
yes.
the tag team championships in that game, in the universe mode, boy howdy, you're going to get lucky if they're even defended.
Oh, I have to tell you this story. Okay. I had 2K14. I think I told you this story off air. But I had 2K14, and me and Potato Boy know we've had so much about this. We've had good crack over this. But I had the $1 Million Corporation as my tag team champions, right? But I can only defend the titles with Andre. But you see, at the time there was I wasn't doing a free bird rule, and I don't think you could do a free bird rule at that time because you only had like whoever wins the tag titles, they have to defend it. So basically, I wasn't able to defend my belts. So I reckon, of course, Potato Bite doesn't, but I recognize as them as legitimate tag team champions. But they held the tag team titles for 495 days, or
No,
is
it's
it?
900. No, they held it for the equivalent of 9.5 years.
Yeah, nine and a
And,
half.
and
So
and it was because you didn't let them defend the title because
pretty much, it wouldn't allow me.
uh
It was like a tag team match would come up, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Belts would be on the line. I'm like, "Okay," but yeah, I just kept. I was like, "Fine, let them have the belts." But they'd come out to the ring with the tag team belts. But 496, 496 weeks as tag team champions.
It's it was a thing.
Yeah,
Like
it was beautiful.
no, this is another thing. Is actually, I guess, speaking of stories, I can't remember if I ever told you about this. If you don't mind me mentioning it, we did this thing where I had Super Dragon in 2K14, and
Mhm.
I won John's belts. He's WWE Championship World Heavyweight title, and I pretty much held them hostage for 2 years in real life
Pretty much.
time.
In real lifetime, 2 years.
Yeah, so John switched his world titles to two other belts, and I basically held them and defended them in my game exclusively,
So basically,
and it was beautiful.
I had to use secondary belts.
Yeah,
So
so he's actually like in his game, he's champion. Tech was Super Dragon. It was amazing.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We did recognize it, but it was just
Yeah.
like it was just kind of a side note recognition. It's like
It
it's
was
like, oh, they have their
famine champion
they have
or the non belt non belt.
but now but though
24/7 title.
you look at Super Dragon now though, like in my Fire Pro, he started off at like really past one match and he's yet to fully recover.
He
And
was their first world champion.
yeah, it was my first world champion. He held it for about 60 days and then he dropped it on like Christmas Day.
Mm.
And he hasn't fully recovered since then. He got like on the right track, but then he lost. He got absolutely destroyed by an up and comer in under 9 minutes.
9 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, and now I look at him now in Monkey Wrestling Rebirth, and he's only picked up one victory, if I remember correctly.
That's because I keep on forgetting to put Super Dragon in a match.
You know,
I can't book him that well.
Wasn't it? Didn't he pin Headless Horseman?
What?
If I remember, didn't he? His only victory, or some, he's only he pinned Headless Horseman, I think.
Yes.
What was that? I don't know what the match was.
It was like Ronald McDonald, Burger King, Purple Reigns, and the Headless Horseman versus.
Okay.
Versus, it looks like my mic is cutting out.
Oh no.
On Discord for some reason.
Mm.
I'm probably being heard clearly on the stream. So.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Ronald McDonald, the Headless Horseman, Purple Reigns, and Burger King versus the team of Super Dragon. That was the match that you're talking about, I think.
Might be. Super Dragon, he deserves to be Monkey Wrestling Rebirth champion.
No, the Headless Horseman deserves to be Monkey Wrestling Rebirth champion.
How does it feel knowing that I'm going to make him a world, possibly make him world champion before you will?
It makes me. I'm going to put my disappointment on a scale of Virgin
From 1 to 10.
beating the Chad to Fortune. I'm going to put that on a Quentin Tarantino-san. That's how disappointed I'm going to be.
You know, I've actually had a thought that I actually would like to see Fortune 4 have a segment reading out fortune cookie notes.
Listen, I can only do so much with my voice. I can only do
I
like
know.
a little Jimmy.
Oh, little Jimmy.
Oh, little Jimmy! I'm gonna do my homework. Gonna smoke crack.
I hope. I did love the segment with Jimmy Sierra. He's just in his
yeah.
room and he randomly starts making out with a woman. And his mother's there. It's like, "Mom, go away!" And she starts beating him.
He's a changed man. That James Sierra. He's
He's
getting
no
all the
longer
girls
little
now.
Jimmy. He's James Sierra.
He's,
He's flexing his maturity and
I'm
wants to
sure this
have a
would.
good old fashioned fight with the
this
big diaper boy.
this is what happens when you go from age 12 and then 13.
Oh yeah, puberty. Bang. Smack in the face.
How old is
Like
I was going to ask how old is James Sierra, and then I remembered I have to look at the game because I'm pretty sure I cut out all the boring parts of me looking at data and stuff.
I
Like-
would love if he was actually age 9 and then becomes pure like age 10 and just
he's
becomes
just like
full
it's
on
like
man.
it's before midnight, before it hits his birthday. He's like a sweet innocent child. Midnight hits. The parents turn around. He's there doing mess.
Yeah, snortling coke, banging,
And
Clutch
you know what's funny about
girls.
this whole thing?
robbing
Uh,
banks.
Before he turned to James Sierra, Jimmy has had many girlfriends before.
God.
I believe one of them was like Miley Virus.
Oh no.
I think one of
Is
them was like a girl named Barbara who was supposed to be a Barbie doll.
Oh,
Isn't
BB.
isn't there a child or a guy that looks like Hulk Hogan?
Maybe.
Oh my
I know that Night Shift is a student.
oh my God. Why is
And then there
shit?
was this guy who I never could recognize that I would always just call the dude with the guitar because every time he was in a room, he always had a guitar with him. And I just say, "Oh, he's the dude with the guitar," even though he doesn't have a guitar on him. And plus, I like saying guitar.
Guitar.
Hey, dude with the guitar, what's happening?
I can't wait for James Sierra to get his neck broken by the diaper boy.
Ooh.
You mean you can't wait for him to get his diaper checked by the big diaper boy? Oh, that reminds me. I really need to update the big diaper boy's attire and moveset.
Yeah, do you have the entrance crash deals?
No, I don't.
Ah,
Oh, we just thought of something there about like what you call it, the diaper guy, like checking Jimmy or James Sierra's diaper. It's like it reminds me of that meme that Potato Boy sent me, finding a Pringle. I want to leave it just there.
Well,
wait, have you seen that meme?
wait. Just a quick question: is the X Factor is that a move in Fire Pro?
Fact.
X Factor.
Or what
Yeah,
was it?
it's Yeah, the X Factor. It was the what you call it. It's like a face buster.
Yeah, a face buster.
Yeah, yeah, that's a move.
It should be.
Is it called the X Factor?
I don't think it's probably
Yeah,
just a sit down face.
Yeah, but when
well,
X-Pac did it.
X-Pac. Yeah, he called it the X Factor. Yeah, and
Okay,
then he had the Bronco Buster.
I thought
Mm.
I was confusing the move with
Oh,
the stable X Factor with
Oh,
X-Pac. You know, you X Factor.
X Factor. You living with X Factor. Who was it? Justin
You
Credible.
living with the X Factor now.
They should have that move. I don't think it'd be called the X Factor. They should have it.
It shouldn't.
It should just be called like a sit down face buster.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
checking so when I go and update his move and probably his attire for Super Duper Slam.
Oh, I have a meme to show you, but I don't. This is the Pringles cat. You do not want to show us on stream.
The stream is
God,
only
no.
looking at a single image of the.
Just make it-
Jesus, no! How do I delete your own comment? Oh, no!
Digging for gold. Gold rush.
But that other thing, is that better or worse?
It's worse than the Crimson Chin, if that's what you're asking. A lot worse.
Live, of course. That's the live picture of what you call it? Diaper boy changing James Sierra's diaper.
Actually, it's all seriousness. I actually have a ring mat you can use for pay-per-view.
Oh, sweet. Now I don't have to use Bruno Mania. Oh, what are you sending me? You son of a... You just sent me the same thing again. That's it. I'm going to... Bruno Mania is confirmed. After Super Duper Smash.
No!
I thought you were going to give me a legitimate mat, but instead you give me that.
What were you expecting?
We should trade. We should have. Damn it! We should have trademarked it before he was officially announced. Damn it!
I made the thing, the mat, and therefore it's a pretty good, cool mat. I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
I'll
want
be
I
using
want
it
to I
for
want
my
to
one.
use the mat. That's that's the only reason why.
I actually I set up my ring for the thing. I need to pick a color scheme.
What you call it? I just see here that the X Factor. It was X-Pac, Justin Credible, and Albert.
Yeah. That's still though.
Just incredible. Wait, Justin Incredible is a real person?
Yeah.
A real wrestler? I thought that was just
Yeah.
some M. Dickey stuff.
No,
Justin
former
Credible.
ECW World Champion.
Yeah.
One of the final ones, I believe.
He had
I thought Chris
earner stint
Benoit
as
was
Aldo
the last
Monteo.
ECW
No.
champion.
Chris Benoit wasn't. Never. No.
Oh.
No, Chris Benoit.
Final
was never
ECW World Champion was Rhino.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, when did ECW go out?
Actually, no,
2001.
sorry, you're wrong. The final ECW champion was Ezekiel Jack.
Under the ECW banners, Rhino.
Yeah, I was going to ask because. Wait, what? Under the ECW
Oh my God,
banner?
Jimmy's.
I mean, like when it was just ECW, not like WWE ECW.
Oh.
Yeah, so the original ECW, the final champion was Rhino, and then under WWE
well, the very first. So basically, it was in NWA and
the
East
very
Championship
first
Wrestling.
ECW champion was Jimmy Snuka.
Welcome to the official horse racing podcast. I bet you didn't realize we were talking about drop toe holds.
And ECW champions.
Yes, and
X Factor.
And the X
Factor. Sending memes about Pringles.
Yeah, and you're not going to see
Beautiful.
that. Stop sending it to me.
We're also talking about Monkey Wrestling.
Okay, I have a different meme. Right?
I swear, if it's the same thing, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Just read the thing in the brackets.
Yes, I immediately got it without even having to look at the thing. Niga. That's friggin' some low IQ bull honky. You know, there's a country out there called Nigeria, and there's a country called Niger. But you know, people don't say Niger. They think it's the N-word.
I have a better one.
You son of a biscuit! I fell for that. What the? I hate you.
I think actually Germany were playing Nigeria, and they had the 3 words. It was like, huh?
Here, John, I have the Niga one I sent them. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Okay, fine. Do you want me to send you the friggin'
Although, can I just say something? That guy, he actually looks kind of deflated. I mean, he looks like he's just absolutely exhausted.
Stop making me look at it. Okay.
I mean, that guy looks like he's been carrying a whole load of crap now for weeks now. He just
Here, look, I'll be nice something. That's it.
That guy.
So,
So
anyone
anyone
up
up
for
for
a
he
box
looks
of Pringles?
kind of
Yeah, I'm gonna fall for this again, aren't I? You pinned it. Oh, we're going there. You were going there, aren't we?
We're going there.
Okay. You know what? It's time for me to bring out the big guns. You thought you were being nasty. I'm gonna friggin' send you some friggin' World War II propaganda described as a disguised as a kid show.
Oh, I'll
Ah.
probably see this. But
You probably
you know
haven't.
what? You know what? For threatening me, you know what's gonna happen? You're you're not getting the tiger poster.
Oh no, they're not the tiger poster. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not getting the tiger poster. The
No.
official Horse Rain podcast brought to you by
Zoo
Tiger
Books.
Poster.
The tiger poster.
Are you still
The
streaming?
official horse racing broadcast
Yeah.
brought to you by
Oh,
Pringles.
thank you, sir. Wait. Oh no! What is this?
It's exactly what you think it is. It's horses singing Nazi propaganda.
Oh man.
Ah.
Although, let me guess, it's
Well,
probably
okay.
Whip,
Ah! Why do I keep falling for it?
whole load of crap.
No, I'll delete this. Gone.
Yeah, you better. I'm not gonna
He
delete.
was-
I'm not gonna delete horse communism though.
Delete.
Damn
delete.
it!
Oh, that's my favorite thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said-
Oh.
oh, that's so good. That's so
Okay,
good.
okay. Where is
Just
it? Where
like-
is it? Yes,
Oh.
there.
It's so
I'm
good.
going.
Just
I'm
like
going
Pringles.
I am going to bamboozle you so hard.
Like, I've seen the like I like how we've been talking for the past like 2 hours, and it's just come down to now is just me sending the one meme over and over again.
he got his shtick in.
Oh, it's so
Okay, you're about to be bing bang boozled.
good. Oh,
Bing bing bong.
bamboozle me.
Bamboozling me, Pringles.
Oh no.
Oh yes. You get the tiger poster as a gift.
Oh,
Uh oh.
snap.
Oh, I gave him
must-
the tiger poster.
he must have ran away. He couldn't take it.
Oh no.
He was like, no.
He couldn't handle the pony Nazis and the tiger poster.
You want to see the tiger? You can't handle the
Sorry.
tiger.
I just printed off the tiger poster.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
Tell me he did not just say
Yeah.
that.
No. I think this looks better.
I knew it.
What happens if he's looking in there to see his tiger posters up there?
He
Welcome-
finds a word title shot.
Welcome to the official horse racing podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the
Brought to
fact
you
that I'm
by
saying ladies and
Pringles.
gentlemen, there are only 3 people watching now, and they're all in this call. I know for a
What?
fact that they're all in this call.
No, I'm
Two
not
of-
watching the stream.
Yeah, I
Hey,
know
just-
you're not watching the stream. 2
No,
of the
what-
people watching now are me.
What?
No, I'm watching
What
your
I-
stream.
I'm
There's
watching
no-
my stream twice.
I
What
tell,
love-
I tell you what, okay? Whoever this third person is, comment.
I,
Comment-
You're
comment
making me...
on the live.
No.
Oh no, hold on.
I
The
just
third person,
love-
comment on that thing
Oh,
of
God.
Tiger and what you call it, Tiger/Pringles, and we'll know if it's actually someone else watching.
I just love the guy's face.
He I wonder if is he into Slanesh?
Oh no. Hey. I say.
I'm trying to type to prove it's me.
Oh no. I suppose he had him up in his shoulder saying, "One size fits all." Bang.
There.
Oh. Hey, we got another comment in. It says, "You son of a biscuit, John. I am going to drop told you for making me type this beat women."
I'm not falling for that. You bamboozled me too many times.
No, legit, it's not the picture.
Oh, you son of a biscuit.
The
Yeah.
tiger poster.
Oh,
But I'm still looking at it.
I actually have an idea.
Also,
You
I
should actually-
bamboozled you. You said the
You should
tiger
actually-
poster before I even looked at it.
I know.
Get bazinged.
What you call it? You should
Oh,
actually
shit. Let's try
Photoshop.
this.
You should actually snip tool the tiger
try this
and put it
again.
on the guy's face in the
No,
Pringle one.
Out of all the
actually-
things, why? Why?
Tell me why.
Did you fall for it?
Yes.
Works every time.
The tiger poster.
Okay, you know what? I've got a better idea. And there, now you can post whatever you want because I've muted you.
Oh snap!
Get muted,
Oh.
fam.
Wait, what you mute me on? I wasn't paying
I
attention.
muted you on direct messages.
Oh, that's just cruel.
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve that?
You decided to return to sender the tiger poster.
I wanted you to have it.
Well, you obviously didn't enjoy the song about horses singing about communism, Nazism.
Well, I prefer this piece of art to the Pringle.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go and look at it because you're not.
Maybe the guy in the Pringle ad was actually searching for communism memes. Something like that.
Oh, I'd say we could. I think we've gotten to the point where we're kind of run out of stuff to talk about. So I say we can already wrap it up if you want.
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
have like a test to study for.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
I didn't want this to exceed like 7 p.m. for me.
Wait, you've got an Andrew Martin in the next couple of days? No.
No, he's dead.
The tiger poster.
Test.
The Pringle
Test.
meme.
Tense. This is the intense.
I can't wait for just I can't wait for you just to sit down to do the test, and I've somehow hacked into the thing you're doing the test on, and then you just click on the link, and it's just that picture.
China.
Yeah, you're saying that picture, but I've muted you. You know.
I didn't send it to you again. I'm just pointing it to on my screen.
And I'm pointing. Yeah, I can't see your screen.
And I'm pointing now to WrestleMania sign.
And I'm pointing at Bruno Mania and Super Duper Slam.
Let me tell you, having the Trudgerman point at the Super Duper Slam was better sounded on paper than to be able to accomplish. Well, anyway, I guess we can end this off unless if you guys have anything to say.
On a high note.
End it off on a high note. Best move, drop toe hold.
4.
Yes.
Best face, Scott. Best heel. Wait, did we call Ronald McDonald the best heel or the biggest heel?
Biggest deal.
Biggest heel.
What's the difference between the best heel and the biggest heel?
He actually knows. He actually knows how
He's
to work
actually
as a
good.
heel.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wait.
MJF's the best heel.
So the best heel is a heel that gets cheered? What?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, it's think of like the best heel would be a guy doing the overdrive in Saudi Arabia and having maybe I can't say that part, but yeah, I'm saying
And beating
Fortune
women.
four.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying
Beat women.
I'm saying Fortune 4 is my
Samoa-
favorite faction. I'm saying
Samoa Joe would like to have a word with you about beating women.
Yeah.
He just
Stone
got a
Cold
peer
just-
behind you, locks in the Kahida clutch.
Kakuna
Or-
clutch.
The Kokana Clicho that totally isn't just a sleeper
The
Chipotle.
hole.
It's the Chipotle clutch.
The
okay?
Chipotle clutch. It makes you gain weight because you're
It's
fat.
Not,
It's the,
you,
the
no, you actually is fat, the diaper boy.
diabetes.
Yeah, the big dapper boy is fat, despite the fact
Very
that
fat.
he doesn't
You know who was
actually.
fat? Bring
Yeah.
that meme.
He needs to hit the weights, go to the gym and get a clue.
No, take a shower,
Oh.
hit the weights, get a clue.
There you go.
Boom.
Those are the words of big sexy midget Kevin Nash.
The greatest.
It's greatest spiritual animal out there.
Okay, I think that's a good thing to end it off with. Spiritual
Yes.
quote by
Yeah.
big sexy midget Kevin Nash. You have
Oh.
watched the official horse racing podcast, or you probably skipped to the end. So, oh, weren't we going to say hello, hello,
Oh yes.
Hello? hello,
Oh,
hello,
hi,
hello,
hello.
The
hello,
tiger poster.
hello,
Pringle meme.
hello.
Wow.
See ya.
So yeah.